My brother, finally, it's a pleasure for me again to make a video with you, bro. To be honest, I miss you a lot,
I'm
bro.
glad. Yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Appreciate it. My brother Dynzell, how are you, bro, first of all?
I'm great. Life is life is good. I'm great.
How do you feel, bro? To be honest, like how is your daily life? How is your walking? How is your recovery? Explain me a little bit, bro. I'm really excited.
As of right now, my daily life is life is pretty normal. I'm still doing the same things I've been doing. I'm in the gym every day. I'm working out, working on getting my body together, get my recovery still. My recovery is going great. As you can see, like like anybody that's been watching my Instagram, my recovery is going great. It's just a slow process, but it's going great. There's not much that I can't do right now. Like I can pretty much do most things, and life is very normal because also you have to think you don't have to be able to do everything to live a normal life. I'm just an active guy, but I can do just about everything.
Wow, bro, you did the long femur, and after that we did the long tibia, right? So again,
Mm.
how many centimeters or inches you reach, bro? Totally.
I did total 15.5.
Wow. 15.5 centimeter. It was like in 6 months, right? Bro, to be honest, Denzel, is it like once you go back after your tibia, like once you reach the 15, I really want to know the feeling like in United States. It's like, can you really feel also that you are tall, 180, or how's the feeling? Or what was the reaction of your daughter? I mean, that would be really interesting me.
It's definitely a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to be back, like coming back home, walking through the airports. So it's weird. I'm one of the tallest people in most places I go. Not everywhere, but most places I go, I'm one of the taller people. So it's cool because I've never experienced being taller before. So I've very much enjoyed it. I will say, a lot of people think they need it. You don't need it. My life was great before, but I've definitely very much enjoyed being taller.
Wow. And how was the reaction of your daughter, bro? To see the dad like 180?
She was very excited. So since I've left, I'm a little bit taller because my posture is corrected now, and also I had some issues with my back that I got taken care of when I got home. So I'm upwards of like a little over the. Sometimes I'm a little over 182. It just depends on the time of day. But I'm actually taller than when I left life taller.
Course. Because you had like stiffness, like muscle weakness and stiffness also, and also a little bit lordosis, right?
Mhm. So yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. Like I said, my daughter. She loves it. She's always talking. She's always talking about, Daddy, I'm gonna be taller than you. I'm like, probably not.
But bro, for her it's now normal, right? I mean, Denzel is 180, and like that's the same feeling you also was before 180, right? For her, because I mean, for my wife, for example, my wife, she's telling me, I said that I can never imagine that you was short, like 157. So it's really crazy, bro.
She's definitely adjusted to it. Like she thinks this is like no, like she likes this version of me better than she likes that daddy's tall and can lift her higher. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, crazy, bro. But Denzel, I remember, bro. I mean, you are such a, how can I say, disciplined guy. So I mean, discipline is your lifestyle. So and also, you remember. I mean, when I was like in the center, I meet you always. Where's Denzel? Gym. Where's Denzel? Don't ask. Go directly to gym. So, bro, to be honest, man. I mean, because Denzel, we had like we have 40 rooms, and there was also like other international patients. So there also was patients like really lazy, but you are a type of patient who really humble and disciplined. So, like, how can you say like this discipline? Did you saw any benefits of the discipline during lengthening or after that? Can you explain a little bit about that, bro?
So absolutely, discipline helped me through the surgery tremendously because one, discipline is a lifestyle. You have to be disciplined in your lifestyle to get the things that you want out of life. If you really want to live a good life, a great life, you have to be disciplined to get the things that you want. You have to be willing to work hard enough, long enough to get what you want out of life. So that being my lifestyle just transpired into, or it worked into this surgery because I was already preparing for the surgery before I even got there. Like I knew I was going to do it. So I was already preparing myself before I even got there. Then when I got there, it was hard, but I was able to go through the thing so fast. Like, I don't know if you remember, even when I got my surgery, I was like, it was hard, but I was like, I'm gonna get up and walk the first day. And then I got the surgery. I woke up. It took me a while because it was hard. It was a new experience. I had to feel for my legs because they felt a little weird. But then I got up and I started walking. And then when they brought me my walker, I would like walk in circles around the hospital every day. And they would just be like, "Oh, you're a strong guy." I'm like, "Well, this surgery is important." And then when I did tibia, I did the same thing. The first day, it was very hard, but I got up and I walked and I started doing laps around the hospital because I understand the fastest way to recover is to push through the pain and do what's hard. But discipline was very important for my recovery because it made my recovery so much faster, especially doing 2 surgeries back to back is very rough. And if I wasn't as disciplined as I was, I don't think I would be where I am right now, being able to do everything I can right now.
That's true, brother. I mean, discipline is really, Dynzell, I always also telling that in the appointment during appointment to the patients, really three golden rules. Like the be patient is really important, discipline, and you have to listen the doctor, you have to listen the team. And bro, these three things, this is definitely your lifestyle. That was the reason. I mean, by the way, bro, who was during lengthening? I mean, maybe can you explain it again or just to remember again. I mean, how was the long femur journey for you? Quickly, how was the long tibia journey for you? How was the pain level for you?
So it was definitely it was a different type of pain that I wasn't used to. It was definitely painful. It did hurt, but it wasn't the worst pain I ever had. It was very painful, but it wasn't the worst pain I ever had. It was like, it was interesting being able to see like what my body can handle. It was interesting being able to like really go through the process. Femur was more painful than tibia because there's like with the line method, have the thing sticking out of your muscles. So I had very strong like muscles, so they were always like really gripping the device really hard. Like they were wrapped around it, but my muscles were squeezing it. So femur was more painful because there's less muscle on your lower leg, but it was still an interesting process for me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being able to see like, oh, I'm very strong. I can handle this. It's okay. Or, it was interesting to go to. Like it was a journey, but it made me so much stronger mentally. So I loved every moment of it. That's why, you never heard me really complain. You never heard me talk about my pain because I loved it. It was like, unfortunately, people don't realize a lot of times that if your life is too easy, it makes you weak.
That's true, bro. That's true.
Yeah, so that's not to say about anyway. Just if your life is too easy, it makes you a weaker person. And going through this definitely made me a much stronger person. So I really enjoyed the process. I think I was in Turkey for like 6 months, and all you ever see me do was smile the whole time I was there.
I remember, brother. But you are absolutely right, bro. If your life is really easy, it makes you really weak. That's absolutely 100%. I agree, bro. And yeah, I mean, Denzel, to be honest, I also told you like during our appointment, nothing was also in my life easy. Yeah, you can make it easy, but of course it's still hard. But to be honest, brother, then enjoy the results after that. I mean, you have to imagine you can suffer forever or just for a few months, you know what I mean? And to enjoy after that the happiness, the success, like, hey, I did it, and you are proud of yourself. It's a different type of things. And
Yeah,
that's the reason why I did three limb lengthening surgeries, bro. I did with the lawn method 3 times, you know what I mean? So and I'm also really happy, brother. I'm really happy. By the way, Denzel, once you left, so you sent us like videos, and then there was some like time which you not send anything or like which you close your social media, I guess, or I don't know, or not close, but maybe you was not like active like before. But can you explain what was the reason why you was not like active like before?
so it's a lot that happened. A lot happened very fast. So basically, you and I both know music is very important to me. Being a strong man, motivating people, and that was a big thing for me. Motivating people, helping people be strong, like being strong myself, and then helping other people be strong. That's a big part of what I enjoyed about being in the center. Because that's when I was in the military. I helped other people get through their low moments, and I took a break from posting mainly because it was so much stuff. Like, so the people who saw my story go viral, and it was like, oh, man gets surgery because he kept getting rejected by women, which wasn't true at all. Like, it changed my entire story. It changed me being like, oh, a strong man that can handle, you know, all these different things, or is just trying to be a better man, and not just like mentally. Like, I wanted to grow mentally and physically, and, you know, I wanted to grow in every area of my life. And I didn't like being short. People tried to say I was insecure. I wasn't insecure. I just didn't like being short. I knew that, you know, being taller, being bigger, being stronger, it makes you a man of, you know, like your presence is recognized as a man when you walk into the room when you have these things. And you don't have to be taller, but it helps a lot. I love being taller. So it was like I disappeared for a while because I realized that I let the media change my story. I let them change everything about the man that I was, and me trying to go with it to keep attention changed me as a person. It made me look, you know, like a sad little person. It made me look like, you know, a lot of different things, and I was allowing my image to be destroyed. So I took a break from social media to get my head back in order, to remember who I am as a man, to remember why I did this, because I did this to improve my life. I did this to make myself a better man. And that's like all the other things that was said about me. It was just whatever. Like, so a big part of that, that's why I disappeared, to remember who I was. And then I was like, also, a lot of people were saying, oh, he'll never recover. And I was like, okay, I'll show you. And that was my thing. I was like, I'll show you. I knew for a fact from the day I did the surgery, even when me and you talked in that room, he was like, hey, this is a hard surgery. This is going to take you putting in a lot of work if you want to recover. I knew from the day I did that surgery, I was going to make a full recovery. I knew for a fact, because I was like, I will do whatever it takes. I disappeared just to get my head in order, to get my mind in order, and come back stronger than ever, to show people like, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to. If you do this surgery, you can recover from it. Like, because it does seem, to other people, to me and you, it makes sense. To other people, it seems crazy. It seems like a crazy surgery. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's, I'm grateful for it, man. I'm grateful that I did it. I love the fact that I did it. The only thing I'm not happy about is just how my story got all mangled up to make it more popular on social media. Yeah, and that's what it was. They did that to me. And I'm okay with it, because I'm like, okay, it did make my story interesting. And with where I'm going in my life, you know, I want to motivate the entire world. I'm like, okay, now the world knows my face. So when they see the man that comes out of this, when they see everything that comes out of this, they're gonna understand. They're gonna be like, oh wow, we were wrong, or the media was wrong, because the man that they presented me as was never me. And me, and people who know me, you know this. I'm like, I did this to become a better man. Like I said, you don't need it. You don't need the surgery, but I love it. I love being taller. It's cool.
You know, like I always imagine myself like as a normal guy, you know, like of course I'm not 190 now, I'm not the tallest guy, but compared to my old type, bro, I feel tall, to be honest, and I feel much better, much healthier, you know, mentally much healthier in front of my children. Much more masculine, like the dad rule. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely agree what you are saying, and also because of that, and of course we respect your decision, bro. I mean, like you maybe you are fighting with some different things, and we cannot call you and say, hey, please, Dynzell, please come, send us a video of your walking and running, because this is your life, and we have to just show respect. But because of that, what you did, like because of that, you take a break with social media. People thought, you see, Livelifetaller's patient Dynzell is now crippled, so or he's disabled, he can never walk again. That's the reason why he don't post anything. I mean, that's really funny. You are posting why you are posting, you know, like people is attacking you while you are posting. You are not posting, people is attacking you. You see, right? You cannot walk. That's the reason why you are not post. Bro, can you answer me? What is the correct reaction here? What we should do, bro?
Like I said, like I told you, I wasn't posting mainly to find myself and focus on recovery. Now I'm posting little by little, just to give people, like, to show people that it's possible to recover. Like, it's actually, it depends on you as a person. Like, as a person, you have to, one, prepare yourself for the surgery, and then you have to take the surgery serious every day, because it's not a joke. unfortunately, a lot of people were taking it as a joke. We're taking it as a, oh, I'll be okay. Everything will be fine. And you have to take the surgery very serious because it is your life, it is your ability to walk. And the funny thing is, like the videos I'll be posting are all after I finish the rest of my workout. So I'm tired. So now I'm like, because like I said, my life is normal. Like I can, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still recovering. I'm still in recovery. There's still things that I'm working on, but my life is normal. I can walk, run, go outside, have fun, do things. And it's like I've I've started, you know, it's unfortunate because it's all the work that you put in, and a lot of like it's come to now where it's like I've seen, the company being a lot of things being said, and I'm just like, I truly believe from my perspective, I'm like, well, it has a lot to do with the work being put in. It has a lot to do because the day that I came there, it was like, hey, this is gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be dependent on you. But then I'm like, I recovered. I've seen other people recover. Other people are calling me, telling me how great their recovery is. And I'm like, I put a lot of work into this and I got the results from the work that I put in. And it's like, man, I hate to hear I hate to hear a lot of, you know, just the attacks, because I'm like, it's the work that's put in. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's been a process. It's definitely been a process. But yeah, I took a break just to get my head in order and show people, like, I knew for a fact nothing ever stopped. I was in the gym every single day that you didn't see me. I was working every day that you didn't see me. You know what I mean, was recovering every day that you didn't see me. You know me as a man. Like I was I was working,
Bro, I
and
saw everything with my own eyes, you know? I saw everything.
I was gonna come back, and my plan, which I did, I was gonna come back and be like, hey, you can make a recovery. And like I said, I'm still recovering, but anybody watching my video seen like, hey, you can make a recovery because I'm a man that works a lot. Like as far as athletic, I do everything. You don't have to. Most people don't do everything, so they don't have to get to where I am. You know what I mean? Because most adults don't run. The studies show most adults don't run. Short studies show most adults don't really care to work out. So me, I'm a man that wants to do everything. So that's why this was so important for me. But most people don't need this.
And you are the boss of your body, bro. You are the boss of your body. You decided how fast will your recovery will be, right? You decided, yeah, your body will take and which way you want to show, you know? That's really important, bro.
When I got there, it's funny. I said this is how it will happen. I said at this time, I was like, I said this after my first surgery. You probably don't remember the conversation, but after my first surgery, I was talking to you and I was talking to another patient, and I was like, 2 years from now, and it's been 2 years since my first surgery. It's been a year and a half since like I got all my everything removed, like the fixators removed, but it's been 2 years since the day I got surgery, my first one. And I was like, a year from now, I'm gonna be the man that I want to be. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna have the body I want. I'm gonna have the height that I want. I'm gonna be recovered from this surgery. I'm gonna be doing great. I said that. And it's funny because 2 years from when I got that surgery, I'm like, I look the best I ever looked. My life is the best it's ever been. I'm stronger, taller, faster. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful. That's all I could say is it's a lot of gratitude on my end. And man, and I'm here doing this interview with you now just so that the information could get out there because I want people to understand a lot of this surgery is dependent on you as a person. Things go wrong. Things happen, complications are possible, uh, things happen. And but I truly believe a lot of this surgery is going to be dependent on how well you prepare for it. One, because a lot of people overlook preparing, not just going there and then, okay, I'm gonna start doing everything when I get there, when I get the surgery. No, how well you prepare for it. And then once you get there, you have to, be ready for it mentally, physically. You already prepared your body, you already prepared your mind for the pain, for the work you have to put in. Then the work you put in once you get there. And then even after the surgery's done, you still have to keep working, but it's worth it. Like this, it's worth it. but you have to be mentally strong. You have to be physically strong going through the surgery. You have to really put in the work. And that's why, like I said, I'm here meeting with you because I want to give people this information that
I really
a
appreciate it.
lot of things, yeah, a lot, like I don't want misinformation or the wrong information to put the wrong ideas in people's heads. You feel what I'm saying? I want people to understand, like, it's not easy.
Of
It's
course.
not easy at
But
all.
bro, to be honest, in our first appointment, I told you also, right? I mean, I don't think so that I told you like, hey, Dynzell, it's an easy process, bro. Let's do it. I told you also before the truth. Oh, can you remember our first appointment, bro?
I'm gonna tell you something. When I first got there, when we first met, the first thing you said, you was like, "Hey, you look like a rapper."
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
I told you it was you and Masuda, and I told Masuda, I was like, "Hey, I'm doing birth surgeries," and she was like, "A lot of people say that until you get the first one, and then you might change your mind." And I was like, "Nope, I'm getting both. I know for a fact I'm getting both." But you told me while I was in the office, you was like, "Hey, this is gonna be a hard surgery. This is gonna be very hard. You can change your mind now. It's not too late, but." If you do this, there's no going back. You did it, and it's going to be completely dependent on the work you put in. So he was like, if you lazy, you won't get good results. But if you work really hard, you'll get great results. And he was like, this could change your life if you put in the work, if you do the work. And I thought about that every single day when I was too tired to get up to go to the gym, when I was too much pain to get up, or I every day, no matter what my mind told me, I was like, I smiled. I woke up. I smiled. I said, today's going to be a good day. I got up. I went to the gym. And the funny thing about going to the gym is everybody will ask me why I'm always in the gym. I was like, well, when I'm working out, I don't feel any pain. My legs don't hurt. And it's funny to think about it that way, but I'm like, I spent so much time in the gym because I was like, I want to walk again. I want my legs to be strong. And I don't feel any pain. Like, I feel good. And then other patients, some that I got to go to the gym sometimes, they would work out and they would feel pain at first when they started. And then they were like, oh, I can't feel the pain right now while I'm working out. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm in here.
Yeah, bro, because your muscle needs that, because imagine, bro, you're stretching your muscle, and if you are lazy, if you are not moving your muscle, if you are not stretching, imagine it's like a cold muscle, imagine, bro. And once you lengthen that, of course, it's horrible muscle pain. But Dynzell, I mean, you are definitely uh patient who did everything correctly, bro. Everything correctly. Like you follow every instruction. I mean, you are a patient and of us like Livelifetaller, which I'm really happy about our decision also to do the surgery with you. And thank you so much for your trust, bro. And you saw like the 40 international different peoples, right? So, I mean, unfortunately, since a while, there's like some wrong informations in the air, so which is not the true about complication, for example. So, you saw also our complication cases in the center. So, what you can say about that, bro? I mean, what is your opinion about a complication, especially for people who is interested in and because of this kind of wrong information, who's like, oh, okay, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you know my background. I've spent years in like 8 years, 8, 9 years in the medical field. I was actually going to be a doctor.
I didn't know. I know U.S. Marine. You know that.
So, well, that's why I was. That's while I was in. I was working towards. While I was in, I was working towards being a doctor. I was in the medical field. So one thing is, I a lot of people ask me about the complications, about the pain. If you're just scared, like terrified of pain, this might not be a surgery for you because it does hurt. It's not the worst pain ever, but it does hurt. But as far as complications are a part of surgery, complications come with surgery. Complications are a part of life. It happens. And I'm like, I firsthand, like me seeing everything, of course I saw some of the complications. I've had some myself, but I feel like it's a big part of it is you doing what you need to do. You stand on top of your body, you stand on top of, your fitness, taking care of yourself, because a big part of it is on us. Like, even like, okay, infection is a complication. Well, if you keep your area clean, if you keep everything clean, okay, the risk of infection is lowered. There's a lot of different complications that come with the surgery. Like I said, complication is a part of surgery. That's why we're here as a team. if I have a complication, you help me fix that complication, right? Or if I do everything that I'm supposed to do, it lowers the risk of complication. That's why we're working together. That's why I did everything I was supposed to do. Because, like I said, I have a medical background. I understood, okay, if I do everything I'm supposed to do, there's a low risk of complication for me. And as we've seen for me, I had some complications. When I did, you were there to help me through them. Now look at me, fine. Like nothing. Like look at me now, fine. Look at me, like no long-term issues, no long-term like. But he was like most of the complications or risks that happen within the first beginning of the surgery. If we catch it, we could probably fix it. Most complications that we have, we can fix. I did, like I said, I did see some complications, and for me, I from what I witnessed, a lot of them were fixed, and nothing. I didn't see anything too serious. I didn't see anything too crazy while I was there. I talked to plenty of patients, and yeah, complications are a part of surgery, though. That's what anything.
Yeah, the thing is this, Denzel, maybe you heard about it. So there's like a really brutally attacking, it's like that Livelifetaller, because you are the guy who can I ask, because you did the lengthening 2 times and you 6 months, you spent the time here with us. You saw the different generation of the patients, and Dr. Ali's job on you and everything like together. So the myth is like that we are not able to fix the complication. So we are making like live like when I say we, I mean Livelifetaller making patient like cripple or something like this kind of information, bro. To be honest, what you can say about that topic? What is your opinion here? Because you saw it with your own eyes, Denzel.
Like I said, from my experience, I saw you face the complicate. Like I have a close personal friend who had complications, and he flew back, and you took care of it for free. Or I've watched you fix the complications. Another thing that we did talk about while I was there, you was like, some patients don't come back if they have a complication. They just leave, and surgery is not over. It's not over once you get the removal and leave and go home. You're still in recovery. You're still in a state of risk until the bone grows back. So, like I said, my complications were taken care of with no problem. The other patients who I witnessed had complications taken care of with no problem. And I would say, like, some patients have reached out to me and said that they have had complications, but it's also a trust thing. Like, it's like, okay, did you like let them know or go back to get it taken care of, or are you just trying to figure it out on your own? Or because, like I said, complications are a part of surgery, but you have to trust. It's a trust relationship. So it's like I have to trust you to fix it. I have to come back to you to fix it. I have to let you know that there's a complication, but also on me, I have to do everything in my power to prevent these complications from happening in the first place. It's not just a you thing. It's not just a me thing. We're in this together. When we're doing a surgery, we're in a relationship. We're in this together. We have to work together. Every move we make has to be together. You know what I mean? Because until you're at least in a point of where you're stable, where you're safe, something could go wrong. But like I said, I definitely watched you do your best to fix a lot of complications or fix a lot of things that happen. Even, there was times where people had to get their nail changed. There was times where people had to get their nail replaced, or I've seen infections where you would change out the nail to stop or prevent the infection. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that goes.
Unfortunately, a lot of wrong informations in the air. What you can say also about that, bro, about the wrong information for people who is interested in to do the limb lengthening surgery. By the way, with us or not, this is not the topic here. About limb lengthening.
What I can say about a lot of things that's out there right now, what I can say personally is I support Livelifetaller. I appreciate Livelifetaller, and I say this because they were with me hand in hand through this entire surgery. From day one to now, they were with me hand in hand. I watched them, you know what I mean? I watched them help me. I don't agree with a lot of things being said. And this is coming from a place of me being like, genuine. I don't agree with a lot of things being said. I don't agree with some of the information out there. I truly believe that, one, it's a big part of the work you put in, the preparation you do, and you have to trust. We have to trust each other. I chose Live Taller because you were the only one doing it. You were the only ones doing it the way you were doing it. So there was nowhere else with a clinic. There was nowhere else with a support team. I was going to do my surgery in America. they do the surgery and let you go home. Like you work together, you're doing checkups, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you had a clinic, you had physiotherapy, you had people there to help you hand in hand. Like, I have no regrets in where I went. I have no regrets in what I chose. And I think people really need to take this more serious because, like I said, I know a lot of things that are being said. I believe this is a big part of how serious you choose to take this surgery.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And bro, to be honest, Denzel, I mean, like I'm a guy who always try to being honest and transparent. So, but like that's the reason why I also telling to my patients who had complication here, I say, hey guys, come on. I'm here. Text to me, bro. Like text you also text to me, by the way. I really appreciate it. And text to me, and I'm happy. And let's do a Zoom call, or we can also do live chat, and talk about your complication. So talk, and you can also ask me, hey, why I had the complication. We can talk there because from now, bro, I really try to also be more transparent than before in this topic because I think people should know what is truth or not because bro, this like this wrong information there is really pity because I mean it's a dream. By the way, it doesn't matter if the patient prefer Livelifetaller or other clinic. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about the clinic. Just I'm talking about the dream which you did and which I did. You know what I mean? And change our life. To be honest, of course, even if you pull your hair, you will feel pain. I mean, we are human. It's absolutely normal, bro. Right? So, but of course, limblengthening is for sure like not for. To be honest, not a surgery for everyone, bro. Because here is really discipline. Be patient is really important. That's the reason why, unfortunately, with patients who wanna, like this kind of patients, I wanna just go once a week to gym, and after 6 months, I will see like a good result. This is, like, bro, this is just talking empty words, and we need really people who knows what that is and who fight for his goal.
This surgery is a lot like life. It taught me. I told you, it made me a stronger man. This surgery is a lot like life. It teaches you. It taught me a lot. So it's like with this surgery, it won't be a quick result. It won't be an easy result. Life is supposed to be hard if you want the life that you want. This surgery is like that. This surgery is hard. If you really want it, you know what I mean? If you really want it, it's supposed to be hard. You can't just go into it halfway. You know what I mean? You can't just give it a little bit of effort and be like, yeah, everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. You have to really go into it all the way, knowing this is going to be hard. This is going to be painful. Just like anything else in life, getting rich is, if you want to get rich, you have to do hard work. It's not going to be easy. If you want to be strong, you have to do hard work. It's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to do the work. You have to prepare yourself. And I'm going to say this. When I did the surgery, and what I want people to understand, I signed that paper. It told me everything that could go wrong. It told me, it says you can die on it. It told me everything you could go wrong. It told me, I could lose a leg. I could this, I could that. It told me everything that could go wrong. I read it from start to finish. You told me to read the paper. I read it. It told me everything that could go wrong, everything that could, and then you told me like if you do everything you're supposed to do, nobody can guarantee a full recovery. You can't. That's not possible. If you tell me, hey, I promise you'll make a full, you're lying. You're lying because no surgery can guarantee you that. So you have to go into this. If you're watching this video, you have to go into this knowing, if you have to do the work, you have to work hard, and you have to be prepared for whatever happens when you sign that paper. No matter where you go, no matter where you do it. When I signed that paper, I made a choice, and I chose, hey, whatever happens, I accept whatever happens. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna do my best to get back to where I want to be, and that's surgery. That's life. I sat there. I read everything that could go wrong. Me and you talked. You told me everything that could go wrong, and you asked me, "Am I sure I want to do this?" And I did just like that. And now that we hear it, no matter what happens, it's on me. If I didn't make a recovery, unless you did something wrong, which, from my understanding, you ain't do nothing wrong. So unless you did something wrong, it's on me. You know what I mean? Like I name, and it's on me to accept what happens after that. You know what I mean? And that's what comes with life. That's what comes with this surgery. That's what comes with any other surgery you do. You do your research, you decide on a place. Cool. I decide on Livelifetaller. I have no regrets. I'm very happy with that. I read the paper, I signed it. Now here we are. Whatever happened in the end, it's on me because I made the choice. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, bro. Thank
And it hurts to, like, I will say, and I don't get into too many things. I've had a lot of patients start reaching out to me saying different things. And I tell them, I'm like, hey, you know, you have to do the work. You have to, because I asked patients, they reach out to me, they said different things. I won't get into details. They reach out to me, they said different things. And then they'd be like, yeah, uh, I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to do that. I'm supposed to be recovered. I'm supposed to be recovered right now. Everything was supposed, and I'm like, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you go to the gym? Did you walk every day? No. You didn't? No. Then why are you supposed to be fully recovered? Well, you know, I don't know how you recovered, and I did one surgery and you did two. And I'm like, well, you know, you were telling me while I was there, hey, why do you go to the gym every day? You know what I mean? So I'm like, this, you have to take the surgery very serious if you do it. You can't you can't you can't joke with it. You can't have bad results and then get mad if it didn't go your way. You you have to take it serious. And then if you did your absolute best and something goes wrong, that's a part of life. Unless you just did something wrong, where I could look at something and be like, that's not supposed to be like that. The doctor messed me up. You know what I mean? I don't think people going into this realize that this is more on them than anything. You know what I mean?
And Dynzell, as you said, complication is of course a part of the surgeries. And by the way, all the surgeries. So, and bro, I mean, the most important thing is, like for people who wanna, as I said, the surgery is really not for everyone, bro. I mean, like really, this is the main problem here. And this is the problem why this patient, is talking like that and complain about problems. So of course, like infections is not a secret with the Lon method. Bro, as a former patient who did two times Lon method, so you have open wounds for 3 months, right? I mean, infection is a risk which can happen.
Infection, very, very high.
Yeah,
Because unless you know what I mean, taking care of yourself, keeping yourself clean, keeping your area clean. Because I actually didn't get an infection until I came home. When I came home, I was sweating a lot more. I had open wounds. You know what I mean? I was sweating a lot more. I was outside moving around a lot more. I wasn't in a sterile environment or a clean environment. And I reached out to Livelifetaller, and they helped me out. I ended up going to get some medication, and then infection was gone.
exactly, bro. But the hygienic is important. There's a lot of things. I also don't want to talk about the details. Also, mechanical faults. Everything can happen there. As you said, people can die. I mean, this is the worst case complication what can happen. So, but the most important thing here is, of course, I mean, to not see that as yeah, it's like it's not 50-50 job. I mean, to care about the patient, to care about once the patient have complication. This is the most important thing. And Dynzell, the surgeon, as you know, brother, need also experience how to fix the complication. Of course, with some patients, it takes few more surgeries. Some patients, they don't need surgeries, just medication treatment. Some patients just need one surgery to fix the complication. But everybody is different.
Everybody is different because I definitely, and I felt for some people because, like I said, I'm very open, I'm very honest. I always have been in all my videos. I've seen patients who had it harder. Patients had a harder time. And I've seen, like I said, it was harder on some patients than it was on others. Some patients had it really easy. Some patients had it hard. And that's where it comes in, where you're there to help patients that have it harder, that have these complications, that have these issues, that run into these things. And like I said, at the end of the day, life is unpredictable. You don't know what'll happen until you try. Yeah, I can't guarantee anything. You can't guarantee anybody anything. All you can do is say, hey, this is the results we have. This is our stats. This is what we have. This is, what could happen. But if you do your best, this is what should happen. And that's all. You can't go in and be like, everything's going to go great. Everything's going to go perfect.
Of course.
Because then you, like I said, I trust you. You be lying to me. Yes, things can go wrong and it's possible. It's a big part on you. You have to be accountable. It's a big part on you to do your best to make sure. And when I say you, I mean whoever's undergoing it. It's a big part on you to do your best to make sure things don't go wrong. If something does happen, you work with your doctor to correct it. And hopefully, hand up to God, it's not something that can't be corrected. Like I said, when you go to surgery, it is hard. It's not impossible. I've had a lot of fun. I haven't seen too many bad things happen. The worst thing I've seen happen is people not really doing the work, and then they're not happy about the results. Because this is hard. You got to think of what you're doing to your body. The body was never technically meant to do this. So you have to work a little harder than you used to.
That's true, brother. That's really true, man. I appreciate it for your words, bro. I mean, yeah, we as Live Life Total also, bro, you know, like we have a huge number of surgeries for sure. Of course, a different complication rate than a doctor who's doing 10, 20 surgeries a year, you know what I mean? So it's not like that, bro, in our case. But I mean, as long as we do limb lengthening surgery, of course, we will also stay behind of our job and yeah, minimize the risk as much as we can. But here's the most important thing, the patient itself. I mean, the patient should be really, really, bro. The mindset is really important. There's really a lot of things, and but I really appreciate it for your words, bro, for your honest explanation and words. I really appreciate it, Dynzell.
Like I said, to anybody who is considering surgery, it is. You don't. So I'm gonna say a few things. You don't need it, but it's amazing. I love being taller. It's more mental than anything. At that point in time when I decided to do the surgery, I'd have no regrets. But I had run into some issues in life that kind of made me feel like a little bit less of a man at that time in my life. I had always been used to being seen as the strong man, this, that. And for the first time in my adult life, I ran into some situations where I didn't feel like that man anymore. And I was like, okay, I never liked my height. Let me do something about my height. I see the man that I want to be, and height is a part of it. I'm like, I want to be this exact man. You don't need it, but it is. I love it. It is dope. It is very exciting to be taller and be like a part of, you know, not being seen as a little guy anymore. So I love that. But you have to prepare yourself, and you have to be very strong to undergo this, and it will make you stronger. It's not impossible. It is fun. I had a lot of fun at Live Life Taller. They were very supportive. There, there was always something to do. There was always people around. You're not going through it by yourself. You make new friends. So I had a lot of fun. But you have to prepare yourself to work a little bit harder than you used to working, especially if you've never done anything hard in your life. You have to prepare yourself, put in a little bit of hard work, because the results that I got, I worked hard. And you don't have to work as hard as I love this. I love this. I love what I had to do. You don't have to work as hard as I did, but you have to be ready and willing to put in some work. You have to be ready and willing to do your part to recover, because this is not the easiest thing to recover from. The recovery might actually be a little bit harder than the surgery if you don't take it serious.
That's true, brother. And also for the future, Dynzell, you will post now your recovery videos or what you can say.
So I am doing a few things because I do want people to be informed. I do want people to know, have all the information that they can about the surgery. So I'm putting some things together where I have an entire collection of things that may happen, things that you'll have to overcome, how to get flexibility back, how to go from not walking to running, how to go from, not being able to do. I have an entire collection of videos that I'm keeping to myself because I want to make something so it shows you from start to finish what things you'll probably have to go through and how to get from here to here. So it'll all be in one place once I get it all. Once I finish organizing it and everything, it'll all be in one place. I haven't decided on where it'll be yet. I haven't decided on how exactly to make the approach or move forward with it. But just so people have the information, I am putting something together that details you everything. It tells you about the surgery, how it works, the different methods, everything you need to know.
By the way, bro,
Everything.
I mean, this is not like, which I understand from here, it's not like, hey, guys, I did two surgeries, now I'm running, I'm walking. So what was the work behind or my effort behind that I reached that point, right? From the limping to normal walking, from walking to running. Amazing idea, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna tell you everything. How I went from here to here. How I went from If you see a lot of my videos in the beginning, I had the walker, then I had the crutches, then I'm limping with nothing, and now I walk outside, and people know me because everybody knows me everywhere I go because I went viral. But everybody be like, bro, I can't believe you had surgery. I can't believe blah blah. And I'm like, even in a lot of my videos, like I said, when I'm doing those, a lot of times I'm tired because I'm in the gym so long. So I always do all my workout stuff, do all my stuff. I go walk, run, do everything. And then after I'm done, I go back and I make the videos after I did all my workouts. So now like I'm like, okay, I'm tired, you know, I'm moving a little bit, I'm moving like I'm tired, but I'm still making videos so people can see. But in a lot of the newer in the videos that I'm making for where I'm gonna come out and show everybody everything, I'm making sure that I'm refreshed, I'm stretched, I'm warmed up, and these videos are me like without me being tired. It's just showing from where I went from walking with a walker to how to do everything. And like I said, it's even going to be stuff on how to get ready for surgery, like how to get your mind ready, how to get your body ready. I have like what you will need to eat for best bone healing. It's a lot of stuff that I'm putting together to really help people make sure that they're informed because this is a difficult surgery, and I know that there's not a lot of information out there on how to deal with it. It's like I've done a lot of research myself. And I'm like, oh, it's not really a lot of information on how.
That's the point, Dynzell. People is, bro, how can I say, once one person is talking negative, everybody is talking negative and attacking. But there's no person to say, hey, guys, look, I did the lengthening surgery, which this clinic, this doctor, it doesn't matter. So, look, this kind of things is really important. Be careful with this. I mean, nobody's like giving this kind of information. Just, like, I don't know what the goal exactly is on the background, but like trying to talk bad or trying to stop to making some dreams come true for other people who's suffering really from the height, bro. For example, I was a person who really suffered, bro. That was my main problem in my life, my height. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, but it's a really, really good idea, bro.
If you see all the men reaching out to me, asking me for help or asking me for guidance, and it's in the thousands, like my inbox it's in thousands, and it's like, okay, we put something together to help people through the process because, like I said, a lot of people get so excited and then they go get the surgery and then they're like, okay, what now? Like it's like, okay, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. But Denzel, can I
yeah,
hear something? Maybe you correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know if you have a different opinion. For example, also guys, if you're watching the video, like Dynzell's story or other patient's story, what we especially share in YouTube channel or someone else, it's different because Dynzell, the problem is, for example, what patients making wrong. For example, they are watching your video and say, "But okay, Dynzell is my man. I will be like the same guy as him." But this is totally wrong because that was Dynzell's story. That was Dynzell's recovery. You know what I mean? But you are different. This is the point, brother. You know what I mean? Right, bro? I mean,
absolutely.
and as I said, maybe like his muscle is weaker, or maybe he don't have the discipline what you have, or you never had pain, he feel huge pain. I mean, this is totally different, bro. But like to give a general information, it's a really great idea, Dynzell. I really appreciate the great idea, bro.
Definitely just to help a lot of people. And I don't want anybody thinking, I do this solely out of I want to help people. I don't want anybody thinking, oh, you're not good enough because you're short. Now, I will say this is true. The world looks at shorter men like, and just because you're short doesn't mean you can't get respect or all these different things, but it is a disadvantage. The world oftentimes will look, especially in different parts of the world, will look at a shorter man as not being as strong as a taller man, even though like height doesn't equal strength. Height doesn't equal strength, but people will look at a shorter man as if he's not as strong as a taller man. You know what I mean? But I will say, like I said, you don't need it. It is very nice to have. And I'm not telling anyone, oh, if you're short, you're not good enough. Or if you're short, you're not a man. That's not what I'm telling anyone. I'm just here to give you all information. I did this for me. I love that I did it. I don't care what anybody else thinks or how anybody else feels about me doing it. I did it for me. If you're gonna do this surgery, do it for you. Don't do it because you care what people think about you. Because then, if you care too much what people think about you, you'll always dislike something about yourself. So you'll get surgery to get taller, and now you don't like this because somebody said they don't like this about you. So if you're gonna do this, do it because you want to be better and you think that this is a part of you being better or a better version of you. Don't do it because anybody thinks, anybody feels. Just if you're gonna do this, do it for you because there's nothing wrong with being short. There's millions of short men in the world, millions, and just there's I promise. Yeah, I promise you, I talk to a lot of tall men. They have things that they're struggling with too. So don't get that confused. There's a lot of tall men that struggle with mental stuff that think they're not this enough or think they're not that enough. Or I've met tall men who think they're not tall enough. So if you're gonna do it for you. Don't do it for any other reason.
Absolutely, my brother, man. Thank you for your amazing words, bro. And yeah, bro, I mean, thank you also for to helping or trying to helping people's, bro, which is really amazing, bro. And yeah, and we are also never stop in that what we are doing. We will change people's life, bro. That is our motivation, you know. And yeah, also I'm really happy to like being like transparent and show people's story before and after in Instagram or in the YouTube, different stories, recovery or you know, like also complication videos and everything. So and that makes me also really happy, bro, because this is also a lot of help.
This just came to my mind. Me and you talked about this when I was there. If you do the most important thing in this surgery is your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
It is gonna be hard. Be positive no matter what. Like things, keep a positive mindset. I tell myself everything every single day, and this is everything in life. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. The surgery is hard. If you keep a positive mindset, you'll be okay. That's why you never in videos. If you watch them, you never see me smile. You never see me sad because at the end of the day, everything is going to be okay. You'll be all right.
That's absolutely true, brother. I mean, you are the guy who can make it easy or really hard to process. It doesn't matter what, by the way. This is the same in the relationship. So Dynzell, my brother, thank you so much, bro. It was really nice to talk to you again. So, and by the
I'm glad I could help. I'm here to help. Here for information.
way, I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you. By the way, sorry for my voice. I'm a little bit sick, you know, so that's the reason. But I'm really happy, bro, to see. By the way, I hope so that I will see you soon for the nail removal. I don't know. Are you planning, bro?
You will. You will be seeing.
All the stuff miss you already, bro.
Be seeing me soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for the nice video.
Of course.
Thank you for the support also for people who want to do the limblengthening surgery. Thank you for your words also to me and to Livelifetaller, bro. We also never regret to did the surgery with you, to take the decision with you because I mean, the result was great. Everything was great on you. So thank you for that.
I'll say this. Livelifetaller actually helped me grow and change more into the man I wanted to be because it wasn't. The funny thing is, it was never the surgery. It was a family. I did a lot of things that scared me while I was there. I conquered a lot of fears, and I had a lot of support while I was there. Rather than just doing the surgery and going home and being by myself, I'll probably, I don't know. It was not just the surgery; it's the things that I learned while I was there that make me appreciate, you know, everything so much. It was the friends I made. It was the opportunities. It was the love and support. It was the events. It was the fact that I was in pain and I was happy. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. I was in pain, happy because it was a very good environment for me. You know what I mean? And it helped a lot. So
Appreciate it, my brother. By the way, bro, we have January 2025. Do you have any plans for the new year or?
there's a lot of things coming. Been very good to me. Life has put me in some places and some where opportunities are presenting themselves. So all I can do is wait and see. A lot is happening this year,
Okay, bro.
and now I'm mostly recovered, so I'm able to do it.
My brother, thank you so much, Dynzell. Appreciate it for your time. And yeah, see you also soon for the nail removal. And I'm
You too.
excited to see your videos, bro. By the way, they are really motivating a lot of a lot of peoples and patients who want to do the limb lengthening surgery. Thank you for your open words, bro. I really appreciate it, Dynzell.
Of course.
All right, thank you. Greetings from Istanbul, my brother. So, by the way, this is the first Zoom call with the patient who left, and you are the first, by the way, brother, and it makes me really happy.
I'm glad I could be the first.
Thank you, my brother. Okay, all right.